So it's time for the gloves again, because, well, as you probably know, I'm a big fan of the High Grade Kampfer. Really like it. I've gotten several now off of Temu. And they're all pretty decent. I mean, sometimes the joints are a little on the loose side, and sometimes things don't go together quite as they should. But it kind of changed with the next one I got, the Chrome Kampfer, which is why I showed you the red one. So yeah, this is Chrome Red. It is beautiful. So far, there are 3 variants, and it's actually the same colors as the SD Cross Silhouette Nightingale. So this is the only one Temu's had. Actually, they had a Chrome Blue one last week, but it wasn't on. I couldn't get it on one of the discounts, unfortunately. It wouldn't show up, so I didn't get it because I ain't spent $35. $15 is fine. $20 maybe, but it just, I mean, this chrome looks good. Let's actually compare it to, there's the frog, and hey, I'll actually have the first one that I was really impressed with, which was the Phoenix, minus the backpack at the moment. Doesn't that look cool? Ornaments, like Christmas ornaments actually, with the colors. I'm so happy with this. And let's see if I can really show that off. Hopefully the focus will work. But just check out that. This is some good chrome. I don't think I see anything that didn't get sprayed. Nothing. I don't see any black underneath. It all looks very even. Very even Steven. Usually around the edges. Now, unfortunately, this company didn't make any undergating additions. Which, fair enough. I mean, putting the chrome is enough. Modifying the mold so that it would be undergated, okay, fine. But it does show the nub marks. Like you can see it, especially one right there. Now, thankfully, I got this guy earlier in the year. The Char, I call it the Casseval Mark II. But it came with a little marker, which has a thin tip and a thick tip. And so I've just been using that to kind of touch up areas. Unfortunately, because underneath it seems to be black, or at least it may be the same color as the gunmetal we have for the rest of the body. It's very hard. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. It's still very dark around those spots. Now, if it was like white or a lighter color, it wouldn't be as bad. But I mean, even so, it's still not terrible because the red is kind of dark. So, especially when the light hits it a certain way, you see it starts to get a little darker around certain spots. You can't really tell. And thankfully, this one is the tightest of all, I think, all the Kampfers, because I was just messing with the other ones too. And I think the weakest part is this elbow. It's slightly loose. And the feet are a tad wiggly. They don't come off. They're just a little wibbly wobbly, tilting. But everything else is pretty sturdy. Even the head. And I think the one head is a little loose on one of my Kampfers. And all the weapons are the same gunmetal color. So you got the bazooka, which of course I mean, you can always have it in the hand, but I just like putting them onto the back because it just looks cool having bazookas sticking off your back. At least I think it is. I mean, if I had bazookas, I'd want them off my back. And then we have the you got the pair of shotguns. I always like to keep one on the little holster on his back, or his butt. That's where it goes. Although it does start to get a little cluttered because you got the bazookas out there already. So yeah, I guess it's a better idea to take that connector off and then put it on after you put the shotgun. And I do have the other shotgun because it comes with 2. There it is. Got him holding that one already. Just makes it easier. So can shove it in there. Nice connections to the wrist as well. Always good. And then you've got the nice open chrome hand. And the Stormfoss. I think they're Stormfoss, or are they Panzerfass? I think they're Stormfoss. You got those. Just shove them into the leg holes. Like that. And then the weakest thing actually in this entire kit is the chain mine. Because nothing seems to stay in a place. It's all pretty much loose. This one actually is pretty tight. There's like a couple that seem to be pretty stiff. You could thicken the hole up there if you want, like, you know, make it a little smaller maybe, put something in there. I don't care. But I'm not gonna. Because I have several of these and I don't really need any more personally. And I guess I can't forget the beam saber handles, which still annoys me that there's nowhere to put them right in there. But then if it was maybe if there's, you know, I really like this mold, but there could definitely be a 2.0, especially to get rid of some of this unsightly seam lines like in the shoulder armor. That's no good. Hard to see with chrome, but when it's matte plastic, you can kind of see even there. The red is really blowing out the camera. But it would be nice if the newer one had these in here, like a pop out, or they did a 2.0 master grade. You know, Alice came out. We'd like to have a new Kampfer, guys, because it's old. I do have the old one. I should look at it sometime. But yeah, I also have the yellow beams. I got a ton of those now because I have a ton of Kampfers. So I would love to get the other two. I really want a purple Kampfer. But was it purple? I'm an idiot because I said it was purple before. No, it's red, blue, and silver. Not red, purple, and silver. It would be nice to have a purple chrome one. But yeah, there's blue, red, and silver. Not chrome. Chrome. I mean, I'm sure there's people who'd rather have just the matte red, no chrome. But man, I love chrome. I do. I'm gonna make eventually an entire shelf dedicated to chrome because I still see more coming out, and I'd love to get my hands on them.